He was laying on the bathroom floor. Robert was also stabbing him.
Air 911. Broken Air 911.
I said help, Robert's after me, and they both opened up.
No, my brother's attacking my family.
Well, making plans, we plotted every night.
Your dad is attacking your family?
No, my brother.
In which room did you go in?
I went into the bathroom, just, I stabbed Christopher.
Okay.
Oh my God. No, my brother.
Where did you stab him?
Oh, side of the neck.
Really?
And we become famous, we get on Wikipedia lists.
Oh, okay.
Famous people.
Hello?
Hi, what's going on there?
He's just gonna read some stuff to you. It makes it legal for us to talk to you, okay?
So like I told you when I met you at the jail, my name's Eric. I'm a detective here with Broken Arrow Police. Like she told you, her name's Rihanna. She's a detective also. We just want to spend some time and maybe talk and discuss some things and maybe ask you some questions, let you ask us some questions and make sure we're all comfortable with what's going on, and then we'll go from there. That sound good? Okay, so you probably heard or seen this on TV before, but it's your notification of rights, it's your Miranda rights. And so I'm going to read them to you, but I want to sit here where you can see the paper, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 1 through 5 right here. And so I'll read them and you kind of can look at it with me. I want to make sure you understand all these. You have the right to remain silent if you don't have to answer any questions or make any statement. Anything you say can be used against you in court. Well, man, I'm just kind of got thrown into this, so I was hoping maybe you could kind of just go back at the beginning when all this started and kind of tell me what happened, because I need kind of the details so we know and understand what you went through and stuff.
Okay, so the very start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Is when we first really started talking.
So when you say we, who are you talking about?
Me and my brother, Robert, is also.
Your brother?
Yeah, who's he has to do with me.
And what's his name?
Robert Bever.
Robert? Okay. And how old is he?
18.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
A couple months ago, I think back to the start of this year, we started talking about voodoo and rampage and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't take it seriously at first, but then he started buying like a body armor and stuff.
Where did he buy body armor from?
eBay and Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, legal.
Does
Yeah.
he have a job?
He did at Mike Tech. He quit at the start of the year. And basically, it just kept escalating. He kept getting burned, and he asked if I wanted any, and I said yes. So he got me my own set.
Okay.
And then about a month, about like June 30th, is when he came to me and said he found out that he can legally buy guns without permit in Oklahoma. That he could.
Okay.
And that's when he started planning. And
Did you? Now you said he bought body armor, but you kind of said like a bunch of stuff. Did he buy? What else did he buy besides body armor?
Besides body armor, knives, and he was in the middle of buying guns and ammunition.
I see. Okay. Where did he buy the knives from?
eBay too.
Okay. Can you tell me like how many knives or what they look like or anything like that?
I think he had about 3 normal knives and then 1 small Campax.
Okay. And then the guns. Where did he start buying guns from?
He bought them online. I think the website's like Bud's Gun Shop, and he bought 2 Glock 41s, and a shotgun. I forget, it's like a Mossberg, I think.
Oh, okay.
Bought the Glock stuff with a website called Bud's Gun Shop, I think.
Okay.
And he bought the Mossberg off of the official website, and then had them shipped to like Okinawa gun club. So they're actually right now waiting for him.
So they were shipped
To a gun shop.
here in Broken Arrow?
Yep.
Okay.
And
where is that gun shop, do you know?
he said 7 miles away. He was planning on biking up.
Okay.
It's like and I think it's next to Gip Mall. It's like the Okinawa gun shop.
Okay.
Or something. And then he bought, I think it was like 250 shotgun rounds.
Okay.
On eBay. Not eBay, but some website.
On some website.
And then I think he bought close to 1,000 rounds for the Glocks.
Wow, okay.
And
But he still...
Hardly.
Oh, so he was supposed to have to pick those up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was supposed to pick them up today.
And where was he supposed to pick those?
The ammunition, it was being shipped to the house. The guns were given our gun shop.
Okay. Do you know what his eBay user was? No.
No.
Okay. I just didn't know if you'd ever been on eBay and shopped or anything.
But I used to a long time ago, and I like, novelty stuff.
Right.
So then so he was buying weapons because you guys had talked about murdering.
Yeah, and he started planning it.
Okay.
And I went along with it because I see the way I thought I wouldn't want to do it. I very quickly learned tonight that I didn't.
Okay, that you didn't want to do it?
I don't want to do it. I didn't, just because I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
I stabbed someone.
Who did you stab?
My younger brother, Christopher.
Christopher. How old's Christopher?
9, I think.
What did you stab him with?
My knife.
What's your knife look like?
It's green, kind of like camouflage, honestly, my with.
On where your hand goes or where the blade is? It's camouflage?
Yeah, it's all camouflage.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
How big is it? Show me how big it is.
I think it's about this big.
Okay.
Handleable blade.
So what was Christopher doing when you stabbed him?
He was laying on the bathroom floor. Robert was also stabbing, and Robert asked me to go over and help him. So I stabbed Christopher and then,
Where did you stab him?
side of the neck.
Really? Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
You okay? Let me know if you need a break or anything, okay?
I'm good.
So was Christopher still alive when you stabbed him?
Yes.
What was he saying and doing?
He was just screaming.
Screaming. Did you say it was in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was next to the toilet, with that bathroom.
Who else was in the bathroom?
I think Victoria might have been in that about
Victoria?
Yeah, my 4-year-old sister.
4-year-old, okay. I want to talk about that more, but we got to try to kind of stay like chronologically, if you know what I mean. So let's go back real quick. We talked about the ammunition being delivered, making plans. Tell me more about making plans and what you guys talked about.
Making plans, we plotted every night, and I started realizing we were actually going to do this thing on the second night, and so I started getting ready.
When was that? You second night, what do you mean?
July 1st,
Okay.
because we started June 30th.
That's when you started making the plan?
Yeah, that's when we found out you could buy guns legally.
I see. Did you guys make drawings or write things down?
I
Or
think he had a journal. He was basically writing his ideas down. I think it's under his bed.
under his
I
bed?
haven't checked out.
Is it like a
It's
a journal, like a notepad or like
Yeah,
a book?
it's like a blank book.
Okay.
A black book. I think it's like a little case or
So
something.
you think he wrote stuff in there?
Yeah, I think he was planning in it.
So then the second day you said that's when you realized that it might actually happen?
Yeah.
What made you realize that?
How serious he was. I mean, he was going through. He started planning on taking all of his money out of his bank and throwing away all his stuff. So
Why did he want to do it?
to kill people.
Yeah.
Well, mainly 2 reasons. I think it's because he just he says he hates everyone. He thinks society is pointless, and so he wanted to kill people.
Now,
And also he wanted to beat the kill amount of other famous people like Columbine and James Deacon Holmes.
Okay. Did you kind of feel that way too, like when you guys were talking earlier,
Yeah.
do you have a problem with society too, you think?
No, I just.
Or you were just more like the number of people getting killed was kind of interesting and exciting? Okay. So, because you mentioned a couple names, are those like serial killers or something?
Like Columbine?
Yeah.
Columbine and James Deacon Holmes. James Deacon Holmes is a guy that shot at the theater.
In Colorado?
Yeah, he killed 12 and
Wow. How many were killed in Columbine?
Columbine, 15, I
Okay.
think.
So did you guys have a goal? Did you have a number?
He just wanted, I think he wanted to kill 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so as the planning goes, tell me tell me what plans you started making and coming up with.
Well, originally, I think can't stay throughout the month is we wanted to go living at the house first. And then we take the Yukon and we get our state with the guns and the stove.
Okay.
Rampaging.
Did you know where you were going to drive to?
Towards Washington.
Washington State or DC?
Washington State.
Okay.
Washington State.
Why would you go to Washington State?
Just kind of the, yeah, it's just kind of the direction you planned on.
And you said Yukon, do your parents have like a Yukon, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a large Yukon XL.
Does Robert have a driver's license?
He has a loan school.
Okay. So he would be able to drive it. Can you drive if you had to?
No, I couldn't.
Well, you can play video games, surely you can drive a car.
Just
Just not very well. I mean, you could get it from point A to B. You might hit some things on the way, but okay. So you had your plan. So what happened after? I mean, tell me some more.
Well, I think everything started falling in place.
How long have you had the body armor?
The body armor? Robert's had his probably since it started ago, and we've been buying it. Well, he's been buying it.
Was it shipped to the house?
Yeah.
Do your parents know? I mean, did they know?
They usually have bulletproof vests. They always like there's a but they have something about it.
Did he have anything else like the gear that the guys wear, the helmets or boots?
Yeah, the soft Kevlar vest, the heavy, I don't know, it's like a metal plated vest,
Okay.
level 38 and a level 38. He had a helmet, bulletproof helmet, a bulletproof DVA mask, and Legos.
Wow.
Also like knife proof. And knife and bullet leather.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
And then the body armor that you had, what was it like?
it was almost like
Okay.
just a couple of different models and stuff.
And where is your body armor now?
All my vests and my helmets, they were sitting at the waist, they didn't put them for me.
Oh, I was wearing. Oh, you were wearing it.
Yeah, I was wearing the soft vested like
Okay.
So they took that, and the rest of my body armor was still in the closet.
Okay. So then kind of what happened is, I mean, you guys started getting all that stuff together and
Yeah.
throwing things away and...
Yeah, and we doing all the packages and the holsters, outlaws, all that stuff was going to take out from Amazon. And so we set a date.
So was the plan to use the knives at first on the family?
Here's a nice one.
Because the guns weren't going to be here till later on?
Yeah, and the guns would be too loud.
Oh, I see.
So going to use the knives on the family, which obviously did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
No, I just sort of the red skirts, why not? But we didn't put more people. All the
Yeah. So then you picked a date, you said.
Yeah, which was yesterday. Yesterday night was the date.
Did you pick a time and everything?
Yep, yeah, midnight when most everyone was in bed except for Mom.
So how did you guys know? He just came and got you, or you got him, or what did you guys
We
do?
were hanging out, yeah, that's good waiting.
Okay. And so
How'd you pick the date?
It evolved again with the packages and stuff we have. Because, all the ammunition, he didn't want them to see that. So we killed him the day before the ammunition would get held, the day after we move.
do you guys not like your mom and dad? I mean, is there, most teenagers don't like their parents, so I can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, Mom was okay, but Dad was a little bit,
Just a little bit too much.
Yes.
So, you guys waiting in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and was it right when midnight, and that's when things started?
Right at midnight, my sister, she came in because she was going to go to bed. She came in to tell us.
How old is
13.
Okay.
She came in to tell us that Mom wanted us to get the kitchen done before we went to bed and put the cats up. And basically, we did what we planned. I got to my desk, and I had to look at something to just get to roll up. We went up behind her, grabbed her, and slit her throat.
Really? What did he use?
His large red knife.
Okay. A large red knife?
Yeah, it's like my
How
own.
big is it?
It's like mine.
Oh, I see.
And then she fell to the ground screaming. Dad, Mom came in first, and then
Is your room upstairs or something? I don't know. I haven't been to your house for a long time.
I think her room is downstairs. It's towards the back.
Okay. And so she fell down and started screaming.
Yeah, well, I kept stabbing her. I kind of freaked out because,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't planning on this.
Were you saying anything, or, I mean?
I just stood there.
Okay.
And then Mom came in yelling, call the police. And then he went over and stabbed her.
Then he stabbed her?
Yeah, he probably stabbed her, pushed her, first down the hallway. And he got up and ran.
Okay.
She ran out the door.
Okay, so she sat down at your desk, and he slit her throat, you said?
Well, she was standing at my desk and
Oh,
came
I
up
see.
behind and slit her throat and she fell and screamed.
He stabbed her some more. When he was stabbing her some more, where was he stabbing her? Stomach. Okay.
And then my mom came in and she started yelling, call the police and Dad. And then he came over and started attacking her. He actually got up and ran out the front door.
Wow.
And once Mom was on the ground, he got up and started chasing after her.
And what were you doing? Did you come out in the hallway?
No, I was just standing in the room and the process. I don't know what I was doing.
So he stabbed your mom with the same knife?
Yep, same.
And where did he stab her?
I think in the neck too.
Okay.
And no, actually, he stabbed her in the neck, pushed her into the kitchen, and then together. So with her, she started screaming and ran into the family. At the same time, he realized had left the house.
Okay.
I ran over and disabled the alarm.
Okay.
That's what I did. And then
Where's the pad for your alarm?
It's not the front door.
It's what?
It's now the front door.
Near the front door?
Yeah, and so I went over and disabled the alarm so it wouldn't,
But has she already gone outside?
She went outside and then Robert went after her.
So where did she?
She was laying in the driveway and he took her back from, the bench, front yard, and started choking her.
On the bench out front?
Yeah, it was like a little bench, and they threw the bench on her and went back inside to go after the little kids.
Did he bring her in, or did she stay out there?
She stayed out there until he asked me to bring her in. I ran out. I had to go her inside. That's why she's in the NCUA. I had to go her inside.
Oh, you brought her back in.
Yeah,
Was she still alive?
Yeah, she was still screaming. And then that's about the time Dad came down.
Okay.
Because his bedroom's upstairs. And he went back in the boys' area where Robert was. The boys' area, that's what they call it, our room. And they started attacking Dad. They got a little bit of a fight. But then eventually Robert got him down and I think he killed him.
Did he cut his throat too? Where did that happen?
In our room.
In your room?
Yeah.
And where were you?
I was standing in the hallway.
Okay. So did you see him cut your dad's throat?
Yeah.
Did he stab him other places too?
I don't know, I think he just went for the throat.
And where was she? Was in the entryway?
Yeah, I think she was in the entryway at that time, and then he went in, and Daniel was in his room, which is down the hall, and I was like,
how old's Daniel?
I think he's 12.
Okay.
And I was like, let me in, and he let me in. He was sitting there on the phone with the police. I grabbed the phone, which is my phone. Got my phone.
There, 911. Broken Arrow 911. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, where are you at?
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma 7411.
What address?
709 Magnolia Court.
Okay. Are you the only one there?
No, my brother's attacking my family.
Your dad is attacking your family?
No, my brother. He has a 9-day feeling. Oh, millions of people died.
Okay, who's attacking your family?
What?
Who's attacking your family?
Yes.
Who is it? Do they
I'll call them. No, that's okay.
Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, what's going on there? What's going on there? Hello? Hello?
I went into the kitchen and I smashed the underground. So,
Which was your phone?
yeah, it was my phone.
Ugh. Now you don't have a cell phone anymore.
And then I went back down, and and Daniel and Christopher locked himself in the bathroom, Daniel locked himself in Dad's office.
Okay.
And then I finally got both of them to open the door, because they thought I wanted in there to
But they were in different rooms?
Yeah, they're right next to each other, right?
Oh, I see.
And then Robert went in and stabbed him, and they went in and stabbed Christopher. That's when I stabbed Christopher.
So when he stabbed Daniel, where did he stab
I
Daniel?
think he shanked him in the neck, and then Daniel ran off, and so I went in and started attacking Christopher.
So Daniel got stabbed in the neck and ran off?
Yeah.
Where did you run to?
He ran into the family room about Mom. Mom ended up, she was lying on the ground yelling, call 911.
Okay. And he stopped in there?
Yeah, he collapsed in there, and then Margot came in and started stabbing him in the chest.
Oh, I see. And then who's the youngest, the 4-year-old?
The 4-year-old, I don't know what happened with her. I hope she's alive.
I'm sorry, maybe I messed up. The one that you stabbed, who was that?
Christopher.
Christopher, that's what I'm
He's
trying to
he's
say.
8-year-old, I think.
He's 8.
10.
And he was in the bathroom.
Yep.
So Daniel had got stabbed in the neck, ran out to where your mom was.
Yeah.
Robert followed him, stabbed him some more.
Yeah, after we stabbed Christopher in the bathroom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then basically after that, everyone was pretty much dead. We forgot about all.
Who was dead?
Everyone, I think,
Okay.
looked like they were dead, except for she was lying in the ICU screaming. Then there was a knock at the door.
Okay.
Someone knocked at the door. I think that might have been the neighbor, because the police wouldn't have been there yet. And then they just kept knocking on the door. So we turned around. I grabbed on, put my soft vest and heavy vest on. I was carrying the plates. I put my helmet on. And then we went out the back door of Dad's office, climbed over the fence, went down into the park, and started cutting through the woods.
Okay.
We both collapsed. I think so. We were just sitting there. And they found us.
That's how you got kind of dirty and stuff, dirt on you. So you guys collapsed. Were you just kind of hiding out?
Yeah, we were just laying in a little ditch thing in the woods, and then we saw the light and we lay down, and the dog came
And
over.
the dog. Did you hear the dog coming?
I heard them coming. I saw them coming, and then they started yelling, and put your hands up. And I stepped on my head and handcuffed me.
Okay.
Can you okay, I'm a little bit lost, I think because there's too many people in this house. There's you, there's Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, you're 16, he's 18. Then who's next?
Yeah, she's the third oldest. She was the first one.
Okay. And then Daniel,
And then Christopher.
then Christopher,
And then Victoria.
Victoria.
And then
She's 4.
Yeah, Victoria's one.
Okay, and what's mom's name?
April.
April?
April Bever, unmarried maiden name, I think you call it, is Sharp.
Sharp?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and Victoria's 4. And then what's Dad's name?
David.
David? Okay.
David.
And then, are there any other kids? How many kids is that? That's...
Then there was, she's a baby, she's about to turn 2, toddler. She was up in her bed. I
Okay.
think he forgot about her. And I think she stayed asleep until the police came. And I saw them get her out, so she's okay.
So you saw them carrying her out?
Yeah, I was in the car.
Was that the plan, was to kill her too, though?
He was one kept like one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when y'all got done at the house, where were you gonna go?
We were going to hang out there for at least the day. We were going to get the bodies in a room or something, maybe the attic. Clean up and then wait for the ammunition, go pick up the guns, and then we'll leave the next day.
Where were you gonna go? I mean, where was gonna be your mass plan to get the most people, the most bang for your buck?
We're just heading generally towards Washington State. We're going to do it statewide.
Did you guys have, where are you gonna go? I mean, who else were you gonna kill? Just whoever you ran into?
Yeah, pretty much. He said 5 at a time, like gas stations, restaurants.
Okay, and then just keep going.
Yep.
Did he have some money saved up or something?
Yeah, he had about 480 after buying all the ongoing weapons. Plus
He
100.
still had that?
Yeah, plus 100 I had.
Oh, okay. So we talked a lot about your plans in the beginning, because here's what I don't understand is, as you and Robert are kind of planning things out, I mean, because you seem like a really smart kid, and that you kind of, I mean, it seems like you had some pretty detailed plans. You guys had good equipment and weapons, and it seems to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I would think that as you guys plan this out, you had maybe more specific plans, like Robert was going to kill this person, and you were going to kill. So who were you supposed to kill?
I was supposed to take my pistol crossbow. Who was supposed to shank his soul. She was supposed to die quietly. Yeah, she was going to be the first one, she was. And then Robert would go in, slit Mom's throat, push her over with him. We both go in and kill in Victoria.
Because it was supposed to be like quiet. Right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be with it. And then I would go upstairs and shoot David, Dad, and the guy with my pistol crossbow would kill him. And then Robert would go over and kill him.
Okay. Who all died? Who do you know died for sure? Like, what's the count? How do we know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who do you think died?
Dad, Mom, Daniel. That's about all I know because I saw them.
And Daniel's the one that you stabbed?
No, Chris was one I stabbed. Daniel's the one he went in and stabbed him in the lungs.
And he was in the living room?
Yeah, in the living room with Mom.
And Christopher, you stabbed him in the neck?
Yeah, he was in the bath, you know.
So how did, I mean, was he still making noise when you left, or how did that go down?
Yeah, he was still yelling when I left. I don't know if I probably killed him. I think he might have been alive, because later I came back and the door was shut and locked. I tried to kick it down.
Okay.
Just got those holes in that door now.
So...
you kicked it down?
I didn't kick it down.
Okay.
I
Who did?
tried to. Nobody kicked it down.
Oh.
It stayed intact. I don't know what's.
Did you, because here's what I'm seeing happen. You know, you guys had all these detailed plans. You had all the cool stuff to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it kind of started falling apart, and you said, like, it didn't go as planned. I mean, did you kind of just freak out a little bit? Like,
yeah,
what's really happening?
Well, I didn't know it was going to, like...
Yeah, you don't. But here's what's getting me is, like, it's crazy because you guys worked together and made all these plans and, you know, had it all figured out, and then when it happens, you're just kind of standing there not doing anything. And did you decide, like, Robert's going to kill everybody and I'm going to stand here and do nothing, so I better... I mean, did you...
I think that was my plan. I didn't want to kill anyone or hurt anyone. I couldn't do it, so I was going to let him, like, kill everyone.
Yeah, but you stabbed somebody in the neck.
No,
I mean...
I just found it.
Well, what I'm saying is it's not Robert's the one that should get all the credit here.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal. I mean, you're going to be on the news. You know what I mean?
I know.
People are going to want to interview you. I mean,
I don't want to be interviewed. No, I'm moving this.
Well, but I'm just thinking,
He does.
because you had said you had the plans, like, you're supposed to kill this person, and he's supposed to kill this person. Were you supposed to kill Christopher? Was he your responsibility?
No,
It just worked out that
Christopher
way?
and Daniel was supposed to be his responsibility. I was only supposed to kill Dad and Victoria, help with Victoria. And then
But he had already basically done that.
Yeah.
So now you're left standing there. So were you trying to kill Christopher when you stabbed him in the neck? Were you just gonna...
I purposely missed the middle of the neck. I think I might have even hit him in the shoulder. I certainly didn't do it hard, but I don't know.
so, originally, your responsibility was Victoria
And Dad.
and Dad.
Yep, that's what I was supposed to take care of.
And are there cameras or anything in your house?
Yeah.
Where do those record to?
Hallways, living rooms, another hallway, and his crib.
Now it's several hours later. How are you feeling?
This whole thing, like film when you first start to getting caught, I think it only lasted about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like, because it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. So it's like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now? I mean,
I,
just kind of,
I didn't want to do that.
yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
So you were saying you pleaded with, I guess when they were locked in the bathroom and what
Yeah,
other room were they locked in?
The bathroom, and then right next to it is my dad's office. Dan locked himself in his office.
Is it just one door to get into the bathroom and the office?
No, they're right, 2 doors right next to each other.
It was right next to like this, basically.
Like, you know, like
In
this.
the corner,
Yeah.
kind of.
And I was like, I said, help, Robert's after me, and they both opened up.
And which room did you go in?
I went into the bathroom, just, I stabbed Christopher.
Okay. But, and then what, did Robert go?
Robert went into the office where Daniel was, stabbed him, Daniel ran off, and they came into the bathroom and started stabbing Christopher. I left. And, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess where I'm kind of confused is if you didn't want this anymore and you didn't want this to go down this way, why con them into opening the doors and letting this continue?
I was trying to help Robert.
So here's a problem that we might have, and I don't want it to be an issue for you because you've been really cooperative. We're going to talk to Robert too. So he's going to give us his version of the story, and sometimes they're going to be different. So is there anything that you kind of didn't quite tell me right, or you changed a little bit, and now that you understand that Robert's going to tell me everything?
He'll probably tell you that I could forgive them, because that's what I told him, when we were sitting out in the woods, to make conversation. But, forensics will show you how they stabbed Christopher.
What 3?
What do you mean you told him? So you told him you killed 3 people?
Yeah, I told him, because he asked me how many did you get, I said 3.
Did you tell him who you got?
No, I just said 3.
So do you, I guess this is my question for you. Do you think it's a lesser sentence if you killed 1 or if you killed 3?
No.
I don't know. I think Robert, he may have, there's going to be a lot of differences. That's what I'm concerned about. And we don't want you to come off as a liar. Because you've been real cooperative. You seem like a really good kid. You graduated high school early. You're designing games. There's all kinds of stuff you got going on. And so I don't want people to get a bad opinion of you and think that you're the type of guy that lies to police when he's kind of caught. You know what I mean? Tell me, I know that you're leaving something out. Because it's like she said, this isn't like you stole a bicycle. This is the most you can do. So it's a big deal. But a lot of people, when they talk and think about this thing, your honesty is a big deal, and how you handle yourself from here on out. And if you come off, because to me you don't seem like a bad guy, you don't scare me. I never thought you would have done this, so you just seem like a normal kid to me. And you seem like an honest kid. But see, I talk to people all the time, and I know when people are lying, or when I'm not quite getting the whole story. And so I just want to catch you before you get in that bad spot where people start saying you're a bad guy, you're evil, you're a liar. So just tell me what I'm missing.
Along with the dude thing, I was going to like convincing the people who were still alive that like I was on their side. I called the police, you know, so they would stay.
So they kind of stay on the ground, and he'd be able to come stab him again.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to go get Robert to let him know someone was still making too much noise or anything?
No, it was chaotic. It was just going from person to person.
So what kind of things did you say to them?
But the only things I said to them was when I was trying to convince them that I was with them, so they would, you know, come to me and could kill them.
Okay. And that's all you think that he might tell me different? Is he gonna lie to me?
I don't know. I don't think he would lie because I'm pretty sure the only reason he's like he let himself get arrested and it's not like getting a major shootout and dying from the police is because he went to see the aftermath. So I don't know his response.
Oh, I see. Okay. Did you guys talk about being on the news and getting to see each other on TV and stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you say and talk about?
Mostly about how we were planning on killing more people.
Yeah.
From the top. And we would become famous. We get on Wikipedia lists.
Oh, okay.
Famous people.
That'd be a big deal, yeah. I mean, do you think they might even make a movie or something, or a TV show?
I don't know about a movie or TV show, but
Did you guys talk about that?
yeah, definitely documentaries and stuff. He just wanted to be famous.
What did you want?
Me?
You keep talking about what he wanted. What did you want?
I don't know. I just wanted to go by Luna's pool, get a job.
But I mean, your big brother's telling you he wants to be famous, and you guys are making these plans. Surely you want some of that fame too, right?
Yeah, I do want to do it with him because like he's going to do it no matter what. He says if I don't do it with him, they'll just kill me too, or leave me there. So do it with him.
Yeah.
So y'all have been planning this since the 30th of June, you said?
Yeah.
That's the first time y'all talked about it?
Well, not the first time we talked about Blue. I mean, he bought us a light vest. He always said he would come out and kill him. I think he'd have to do it. But
I was right. The guys that are interviewing Robert kind of gave me a quick version of what he's saying that you did, and you haven't told me everything, okay? So I know you're not being completely honest, and I gave you one shot already.
I'm sorry, I don't know what he might have said. I mean,
Well, you stabbed more than one person. So who else did you stab?
more than 1%.
Or you stabbed more than just one time?
Oh, I stabbed Christopher more than one time.
How many times did you stab him?
I think twice.
Because you don't think we're going to know that?
Stop
I know.
thinking and go with what you know.
You mentioned forensics a minute ago.
I know.
I mean, I'm just one of like hundreds of people that are going to look at this thing, okay?
I know.
I mean, we got the state police coming in. There's, I don't know, 20 different forensic detectives at your house right now.
They're going to be there a long time because of the scene that it is.
So everybody that you killed and every single stab wound that you inflicted, we're going to know about. And this is your last chance to just kind of let us know, to be honest, to man up and tell us exactly what you did and start making it right.
I hit Christopher. I did not stab Victoria with Daniel.
You did not stab Victoria.
Yeah. I tried to stab Mom.
You stabbed them all.
When she was walking away, I tried to go for her neck, but you know.
Is that when you cut yourself, you think?
Yeah, I think after that.
Where did you stab her?
I tried to go from behind and cut her but
Did you cut her?
I think so, yeah. I think
This doesn't seem like something you have to think about. I know you're still kind of dealing with it. And I wasn't there, I wasn't the one doing it, but you don't have to think about it. You know what you did. So you cut her neck, you stabbed Christopher in the neck. How many times did you stab Christopher?
2 or 3, I think.
And who else did you stab?
Besides Mom.
Because here's the thing, everybody's been stabbed, and you both had knives, and we know you both stabbed everybody. So you guys are kind of at the same level, and so now it's who's gonna be honest and make this right? And who's a liar? Okay, which one do you wanna
I'm
be?
not.
Okay, so you're a man of your word?
Yes.
Okay. Do you wanna make this right and do the right thing at this point in time?
Yes.
Okay. What else are you
Okay.
missing?
You want to start over then?
I'm like,
You tell us where you need to start.
he stabbed. I didn't stab. It was stabbed through a window. So.
And so, you only stabbed your family because they were in the way? Towards the bigger plan?
Well, the reason we was trying to kill family is, they were in the way and, higher count. That's powerful.
Just to start off with a big count.
So, is this all a game? This higher count, I'm confused. Is this a game?
It's like trying to become famous, trying to get, set a record.
Did you, now, because you said this yourself, you told Robert you killed 3.
Yep.
And so now we're stuck at the point where you've told us you stabbed Christopher and your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one more person that you stabbed and you didn't mention earlier?
No.
Okay.
I can state what I want that I ain't stabbed anybody else, but it's nothing.
How do you feel about what you've done now?
I didn't like it the minute it started.
I mean, how do you feel about your mother? You watched her get stabbed, you cut her throat yourself, and you watched her bleed all over the place and scream. How does that make you feel?
No, don't think about it.
You don't want to think about it? And Christopher, your little brother, I mean, you stabbed him in the neck. What has he ever done to you?
Nothing.
So he's just a number.
Yes.
And how do you feel about that now?
It's pointless.
It's what?
Pointless.
Pointless.
What does this say?
When it says listen, Robert, what are you doing? That's what she was saying.
Is there anything else that you can think of that we need to know?
Yeah, little stuff. Stuff I told you, but I didn't include in that.
Oh, that's okay. I understand that part. But there's nothing that you can think of?
Think about it, I'll go.
I'm going to do is I'm going to put right here that this statement was 2 pages. Okay, 1 and 2, so I'm not writing a second page for that or a third page and all that good stuff, okay? And that this was completed at 8:55 on the 23rd